How's it going, guys? Nathan from Nathan's MRE, and today we're doing a U.S. military MRE. This one is Menu 15, Southwest Beef and Black Beans. Alright, so let's check it for a date code. This is the Sapaco, or made by Sapaco, I might say. This has a date code on the back of 1153, so this would be the 153rd day of 2011. So getting a little bit old, but you know, who are we to judge, right? Let's go ahead and cut it open and see what it's all about. I'll have to go and cut that all the way across, otherwise it won't come out of there too good. Pull her all out in one big chunk. Like we got her. Kind of stinks a little bit on the inside. I'm looking down the bottom, and the bag has a cut in it. So I don't know. Might be interesting. So we have this guy here. It says Mexican rice, and I don't know. It smells kind of like Mexican rice, but it's already outside the package. I don't know. This is a 5-ounce, 142 grams. Rice, water, corn, modified food starch, vegetable oil, and so on. Has a production date of 11/26, so 126th day 2011. We also have Southwest chicken, beef, and black beans with sauce. This one smells the same, so I can't tell. We're definitely going to find out soon enough. And this has a production date of 11/23. It's the 123rd day, 2011. We have Nacho cheese pretzels. We had some of these in the cold weather. Thought it was ripped through, but it's not. These were actually pretty decent. This isn't really something that goes bad very easily either. And on the back, it's date stamped 11/36. Hopefully we're smelling these and not that. We have a beverage base powder orange. We know what that's all about. We had those several times before. And we have a military issue spoon. We have just a regular standard cheese spread. It feels pretty good. It's not all hard and spongy. We have a flameless ration heater. And then we have our beverage bag. We have some tortillas. And I pronounced that tortillas last time. You guys are making fun of me. So I don't know however you say it, but that's how I say it. And then we have our accessory pack. And we have TP for your bunghole. We have a pack of the brown matches. We have moist towelette. We have a pack of sugar. Ground red pepper, that'll come in handy. We have non-dairy creamer. We have iodized salt. We have our coffee. I've never seen one of these before. It's a Diario. That's how you pronounce it. I don't know. You guys laugh at me how I pronounce stuff, but then if I hear you pronounce stuff, I'll probably laugh at you too, because different parts of the country are just different. This has a production date, real tiny, stamped on the back of 10/73. 73rd day, 2010. It's sort of be interesting. And we have in here a pack of chiclets. I saw the red on the coffee wrapper and thought we might have had cinnamon chiclets, but we didn't. And the last couple of the rations, I haven't been trying these. Pretty much been forgetting about it, so we'll try to keep it off to the side and not forget about it this time. So that all being said, let's get that over there. That over there. This guy has some dust on it. Alright, we'll put that guy right out there. So we are going to heat up the tortillas so they don't rip in half. We have our cheese spread. We're going to stab that right there. We'll go ahead and open up our nacho cheese pretzels. We're probably going to go ahead and heat this stuff up on the stove in boiling water. Heat all three of these up all together. So let's go ahead and crank these guys open. I think the notch in the sides maybe to rip it open. I don't know. I don't want to rip it open that way, so we're going to slice and dice it. I don't know. It smells kind of weird. They definitely don't smell like the cold weather ones we had in 2014. They smell almost, I don't know, almost smell like a chemical. Odd. Maybe we'll just try one. Try it right now. Tastes alright. Just not as fresh as the last ones, but they're still good. Alright, so let's go get these boiling and we'll go ahead and get our beverages made up. Alright guys, so here we're back. We have everything heated up. Let me see what we got here. We're going to start off the Mexican rice as a side. And we just boil these on our little hot plate in some water. Got them nice and heated. A lot of times these are ration heater, but this one, especially being from 2011, probably wouldn't have worked. And this has 3 different things you got to heat up, and they won't fit in the bag, and so on and so on. Let's go ahead and squeeze the rice out of the bag here. It's definitely hot. Definitely stuck together in like a brick. I'm going to take a smell of that bag for you guys. It smells pretty good. Doesn't smell too bad. Our tortillas, or however you say it, are right here. Go and peel that guy off, our oxygen absorber. And they're already kind of split, so let's say we get them apart. Nope. Split anyway. But that's alright. Set those back here for right now. And we do have the cheese spread, but there's no crackers in this, so I guess it's made to be put on in the entree or wherever you want it. And then we have our Southwestern beef and beans, black beans to be exact. Go and squeeze this guy down. Cut the top off. If you could even see that. Doesn't smell too bad. It's quite a lot, actually. See some nice chunks of corn in there and nice chunks of beef for sure. And I heard the timer go off on the microwave, so that means that our water is done for the coffee. Let me grab that. All right, let's go ahead, put that guy up there. And we're going to first mix up our orange base. We should have done that earlier. But, you win some, you lose some, I guess. The reason I say that is so it could be dissolving. We're going to do about half of this. If you put the whole package, I know Steve does this a lot on his MRE reviews. It's like a super heavy oily film. I don't prefer that. I know he does, but just the way it is. I like a little bit thinner and less potent. So there's that guy. Let's go ahead and give him a quick stir. And that's room temperature water. And we'll come back to that. Next is our coffee. Everything's kind of crunchy from that powder. Doesn't really smell like much of anything. See here, it's pretty big freeze-dried crystals. We got our hot, pretty much boiling water. Apologize for the lighting. So that's 6 ounces in the cup, which I think it doesn't say what it calls for. That's what most of them call for, but yeah, it looks like a little rich in this bigger cup. So we might just take a little bit of tepid water since that coffee's pretty much boiling. You guys will probably give me a hard time about doing that, but it's pretty potent. And there it is, looks a little better. It smells pretty good. Smells like Folgers or something of that sort. Put that back there. And I think we're ready to try it. And we're going to need a couple things out here. We're going to get our ground pepper ready. I think we'll just do the coffee black this time. And we're going to put our chiclets right there. So let's go ahead and try some of the main first before we put anything on it. It's chunks of red peppers, chunks of beef, beans, and corn. That's everything I see in it this very minute. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. The meat's a little bit dry, which you expect for an older entree. But hey, not bad at all. Try some of the rice plain. It's a nice smell to it. Not bad. It's pretty good seasoning on it. I think what we're going to do here, we'll go ahead and use our whole one. I'm going to go and rip this cheese open. We'll put some cheese on our tortilla here. There you go. And cheese looks pretty good. Smells a little weird. Getting a little old, but it's alright. These MRE cheeses don't really go bad too easy per se. They just get to smelling like dirty socks. Has a little dirty sock smell to it, but you know, it's not bad. A little bit of that. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of that. What is that chunk of white stuff in there? That's a better question. I don't know, but we're not going to eat it. I'll make sure it wasn't mold or something cool. Alright, got some of that on there. And where is our red pepper? Our red pepper is right here. We should open it before we started this. I think we'll do a little bit of this action. Are we clogged up here? With some moisture in it, maybe? Nah, it just wasn't ripped open quite far enough. You can see that's pretty red. I'll do a little bit of that. Still stuck to my hand. Alright, we're good. Let's go ahead and try a bite of this with some cheese and pepper sauce. If I could do it without it coming out everywhere, because the tortilla is starting to rip. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. A little more spice to it. Cheese is a little harsh in there, but you know, it's not bad. We tried one of these earlier. We'll go and eat another one. Not bad. Those pretzels don't really taste bad. They just don't really taste. The last ones had a lot more flavor to them. So our drink's all broken down here and ready to go. You guys can even see that or not. I have to apologize about this lighting. I do have other lighting coming, and it was one of those FedEx changed over to USPS, and it's kind of hung in transit. It should be here any day. Hopefully by the next video we have that. Orange drink smells pretty good. Tastes good. Not as good as a fizzy one in the cold weather MREs. Those were just basically like orange soda. Next we have our coffee, which is ultra black. Smells like it. Pretty harsh. Not bad though. I mean, it's like a Folgers type taste to it. But, you know, I've had worse. Not a big coffee drinker, but I've had worse. Let's go ahead and get our chiclets out here. Usually these are, squeeze that thing out and shoot across the room. Usually these are always good. Gum is good. Everybody always asks me if this is strong gum or how it is. It's a little bit on the strong side. It's kind of like a cert. It loses flavor incredibly fast. I don't know if there's any additional additives to this for as far as dental hygiene goes. There very well may be. I don't know that. But that's it, guys. That's all for this meal. And really not that big of a meal. But as far as portion-wise it was, there just wasn't a whole lot of stuff. But this was the U.S. Military MRE Mini number 15 Southwest Beef and Black Beans. Thanks for watching.